Alright guys, welcome to my 2013 game room tour. We'll start off with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet. Everything's original on this. It only had 2 owners before I bought it, and it was always privately owned. Alright, here's the top of my bookshelf. As you can see, I'm running out of room. There's a Nomad up top, 32X, Sega CDX, Model 3, a Jaguar in the back, and my TurboGrafx 16. I know I mentioned this in one of my first videos, but I got rid of all my loose cart games and I moved to everything in box complete. And so I'm really building up my original NES games that are complete in box, so that's why I don't have as many of those right now. I had a lot before then, but I'm trying to move to everything being complete in box. Alright, here's my Super Nintendo collection. There's Earthbound complete in box. Glad to finally have that. And there's EVO. It's extremely rare and expensive if you've ever looked it up on eBay. Dracula X, great game, and one of my favorite RPGs of all time, Chrono Trigger. Keep a lot of my RPGs down on the bottom shelf all together there. There's 2 of my favorites, Super Metroid and Zelda. Yoshi's Island was a recent pickup. Aliens vs. Predator is a great beat 'em up. And of course, Turtles in Time. Pit Fighter on Super Nintendo, horrible port of that game. And RoboCop vs. Terminator, in case you were wondering what that game was. Here's my Game Boy collection, Metroid 2, very good. Game Boy Advance games. My Nintendo 64 collection, that was another collection that I had to get rid of, all the loose cart games, and I got them all complete in box. I've been working hard on that for a couple years now. Got the collector's edition and the regular edition of Ocarina of Time, and the collector's edition of Majora's Mask, and all of those Game Gear games are complete in box. There's my Neo Geo AES collection and my Nintendo DS collection. 999, it's a really good game. My 3DS games. Alright, here's some of my books. Any Zelda fan needs the Hyrule Historia, great book on the history of Zelda. Now this is a really cool thing. You can find that on eBay for about 20 bucks. It's the Digital Press Collector's Guide, and it gives the rarity of a lot of games. The prices aren't up to date, but you can kind of get a synopsis of each game system and each game and the rarity of it. Some of my older player's guides. That's the Ocarina of Time soundtrack that was pretty limited. You had to put in a code within like the first day or you didn't get a copy. The Blizzard soundtracks are really good. Great music on those. I actually met the guy that did the music for Bastion. He signed that for me. That was pretty cool. Here's some of the various statues and stuff that came in collector's editions of the games. There's the Nintendo Platinum Award from like maybe 2011 or so. My Drake Uncharted statue. My Link Figma figure. This is my custom Metroid NES console that custom NES guy did for me. He's on YouTube. But many of you might know him from the Happy Console Gamer show. He did Rob Mann's custom Mega Man console. And this, I believe, is the only custom Metroid NES console he has done so far. As you can see, he did it in Samus's Power Suit colors, so I thought that was really neat. The LED light is green on the Nintendo console when it's powered on, and you can see on the back of the controllers he did Ridley and Mother Brain. There's my Metroid Figma figure and the limited edition Nintendo Power Samus. Here's my Sega Genesis collection, really proud of it. I've really worked on that over the past year here and built it up to what it is now. There's Musha. Really lucky to own that. All the Phantasy Stars there. Pit Fighter, that's the version to buy if you choose or going to choose between the Sega and the Super Nintendo. There's my 32X games. This is all the handhelds I have. I kind of have a little display of them. Donkey Kong on the left is the one I played as a kid. Neo Geo X, my Assassin's Creed Vita limited edition. Here's my Sega Saturn collection. That's another thing I've been working on over the past year. Really built it up a whole lot over this past year. Got some really good games. I was so surprised on how many great games were on Sega Saturn. My Sega CD collection. Got some work to do on it, but Sega CD doesn't have near the games that Sega Saturn does. Original Xbox, loved that system. Had a lot of great games, a lot of great exclusives on that system. Steel Battalion. There's my 360 games. Big 360 fan. There's Gunlord, it's a homebrew by the NG dev team. Really good game. Sega Dreamcast, one of my favorite systems of all time. Great system. Had a lot of great games on it. Alright, there's my signed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the movie poster by Kevin Eastman, one of the creators of the Turtles. And the Metal Gear Rising plasma lamp. And there's seasons 2 and 3, the special editions of The Walking Dead. Actually had Norman Reedus, guy plays Daryl, to sign this. On the other side, I had Michael Rooker plays Merle and John Bernthal plays Shane. They all signed it at a comic convention. Alright, the GameCube, great system. And some of my special edition Wii games, the Skyward Sword, Super Mario All-Stars, and The Last Story. PlayStation 2, love the Onimusha games. Big fan of those. And PS3. I know I've got a lot of work to do on my PS3 collection. There's my PlayStation and TurboGrafx 16 collection. Xenogears, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy VII, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Those are all great games. Oh, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, one of my favorites. Some of my board games don't really have much room for them anymore. And here's my boxed Ninja Turtle collection right here from the 80s. Here's the turtle set from the new series on Nickelodeon. Thought those looked really cool, so I got those. Here's my Wii U. Sega CDX, love that system, and the Saturn. There's all the Nintendo systems. Don't have all of my systems hooked up, but I have a lot of them hooked up. Some PS2, Special Edition Xbox. That is the Zelda 25th anniversary poster you could only get through Club Nintendo on their website. Some of my Metroid stuff. Friend got me that Metroid picture and framed it for me for Christmas one year. Alright guys, that's the Game Room Tour. Please comment down below and like the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And guys, as always, we'll see you next time.